Okay? All right. So let's chat about attraction marketing. What is attraction marketing and how can you start bringing people to you? Have you heard the word attraction marketing? Do you know what it means? Do you know how it differs than just throwing stuff out on your social media, throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping it'll stick? Attraction marketing is actually a way to bring people to you, but you've got to have a system for it. You've got to have a thought process to it. Now, in our Evergreen program, we have 2 instructors that use different words for this, and then I use another word for this. So let's talk about pillars, content buckets, your brand. All of these play into attraction marketing. So some people would say you've got to have your pillars. Some people might say you have to have your content buckets. Some people might say you have to have your different values. When you're going to go out on social media and build a business using attraction marketing, here's what I need you to know. That is one way to attract people to you by what we're going to teach today. But it's not the only way, and it's not the only way that I teach people to start in the beginning. When I actually take a new person through my onboarding, I don't teach attraction marketing in the beginning. And do you know why? Why do you think that might be? Okay, attraction marketing can actually take time. It takes time to start building an influence. It takes time to start building your audience. It takes time to create the content to put out there. And it's passive action, okay? Passive activity. So when we talk about virtual parties, and I say that this is actual activity that you can track versus attraction marketing, which is more passive, you have to have measurable, trackable activity in your business, okay? If you want to partner that with attraction marketing, that's what I like to do. If you're putting all of your eggs in one basket, if I can just go do some posts and add some new friends and all of a sudden my inbox is going to be filled, I hope you're really going to be patient in the journey, okay? Yes, my inbox now has people that are coming into it saying, I want to join your team, I want to get your products. It didn't start that way. You have to build an influence. So when you're doing attraction marketing, think about this. A lot of times people take it personally when someone doesn't take advantage of their offer that they put out on social media, right? Or when someone doesn't flood their inbox saying, I want to join your team. But what if you weren't selling the product that you put out there? What if it was just that you were sharing a sweatshirt that your friend Crystal made you? What if it was that you were sharing, I don't know what else I have on my body right now, the hair color that you got at the dollar store down the road? If you weren't selling it and you just went out on social media to share without worry of if people are going to buy or take you up on it or be interested or not want it, you wouldn't take it personally if they did or did not respond, right? Okay. When you're out there building a network marketing business and you're putting things out there on social media, and then you see somebody that responds negatively, or people who you thought would be interested are not, and you take it personally, why would you take that personally any differently than you never thought twice when they didn't comment on the sweatshirt or the hair color that you don't sell? Okay, so first of all, it can be a head game, and you've got to remember when you're building an influence out on social media, you're sharing what interests you, you're sharing different things about you. You have to do it without worry of what people are going to think, because that's not your motivation. Your motivation is you truly believe in what you're doing. You know that it has value for others, whether they see it or not. You're going to keep doing it, whether people want to purchase, whether people want to join, or whether people are interested or not. And you're going to stay in for the long haul. Okay? If you can think like that and you can do that, you're ready to do attraction marketing. So on Facebook, we're recommended to do 5 value buckets or 5 content buckets or 5 pillars. Don't care what word you call those. But think right now, and I would love for you to either write it down, or if you're watching this live, to type in the comments below, or if you can comment below, what are your 3 to 5 values that make up you, or 3 to 5 things that you're interested in, or 3 to 5 talents you have. A lot of people share their faith, They share their family. They might have a job that they share some things about, possibly. They might have kids that they share. They might have a hobby that they love, just an interest level that they just love to teach other people. Maybe they know how to knit. Maybe they're really into pets or animals and they love to share that. What do you really love to share, whether you got paid for it or not? This is super important. We're not even talking about your products yet. When you're using attraction marketing, you have to remember what I teach is that people are buying you, not your products. So if they're buying you, not your products, it really doesn't matter what you put out there because you're trying to connect with them selling you, so to speak. So you can't make you up. You are you. When you fabricate or when you try to be something you're not on social media, that's when this gets really hard. That's when you don't want to keep doing it. That's when it's hard to come up with content. That's when it feels like you're making things up. That's when it feels like you're trying to look or imitate like someone else. So go be you on social media and have a strategy. I have a complete organic posting strategy inside of my online school. It's a training, it's a content board, it's a calendar, it's multiple Trello boards, and it's a workbook that talks to you about how to use my PCAT method for rotating through these different types of values that you're going to share, or content buckets or pillars. So there is a strategy for how often to post them, when to post them, and how to present that material. But when it comes to what am I supposed to share on social media, you're making this too hard. Share all parts of you that you're willing to share and do it from a place that you think that people can connect with it. So that's the other switch you can make, okay? So if you're putting stuff out on social media and it looks like you're just talking about yourself, that's not interesting to people, okay? You want to be interested more in them than you are interesting to them if you want to do attraction marketing really well. So if you were about to share this, and my friend Crystal did make this sweatshirt that I'm wearing right now, and she did it with a Cricut machine, okay? I'm not talented like this. I've not used a Cricut machine before, but let's say that you were and you do love this. And this is something that you know how to use and how to do. Maybe you could do some social media posts about your hobbies that you love because it's just easy for you to talk about. You're already doing it. You can take some videos, do a post, do some pictures. And when you go to share it, you're not going to be like, look at this super cute sweatshirt I made. You're going to reverse it and turn it on to them. Who else is learning how to use a Cricut? What are you using it for? What do you love about it? What is it bringing out in you? Like what joy is it bringing out in you? What so many moms often don't express their creative side. So how many other mamas have been taking care of their kids and not themselves? I've been, exploring my creative side, doing some, I don't even know what it's called. Cricketing, I don't know. So do you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to relate with people and build that know, like, and trust factor. So when you do attraction marketing, here's what I want you guys to walk away with. Stop overthinking it. Who are you already before your company, before the products you sold? Who are you? How can you start relating with other people? When you post, you can ask a question. That gets interaction going. Okay. So how does this whole attraction marketing thing end up with people ending up in your inbox? Over time, when you consistently show up and you show different parts of you and you start relating with others and you start being vulnerable and truthful and not sob story, but inspirational, people start going, gosh, I like watching her. I like her post. I can relate to her. And not everybody's going to relate to you, and that's okay. The ones who do are going to start asking questions as you get into more conversations with them. This can lead you into a conversation that opens up where you might be able to say, hey, we've been friends for a while. You've asked a couple questions about this. Can I share more? And over time, it might even happen that they come to you and just say, hey, I know you're doing some kind of healthy living program. I know you're doing some kind of online business. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm interested to know more. And then as you do over time, build your influence, and that's just you being out there, being your brand. Everybody has an influence. You may not have the same level of influence as others. Everybody out there has a brand, okay? It may not be the brand you thought you were representing out there, but what you put out there is the brand in people's mind. that they've made of you. So you might want to start thinking about this, okay? But over time, as you do that, people might start asking more questions. And as you build an influence, as you show up consistently, as you start loving on other people's posts and giving more than you expect to get, asking questions, getting to know people, giving value, giving tips, giving tricks, giving recipes, giving inspiration. As you do that, then you're going to be able to go in there a little bit more purposefully every once in a while. Not crazy. Use my PCAT method. Okay, if you need that training, let me know. Use my method, but once every week, once every other week, going in there with a purposeful, direct call to action post. And when you do that, because you're balancing that with giving, people are going to go, oh, I want that. Yeah, me. Send that to me. And when they raise their hand, so to speak, now you have permission to get into a conversation. Okay? So please just stop overthinking how to do attraction marketing in the sense that you just have to start being you. Be authentically you. What attracts some people to some people is their attraction factor. It may not be yours, okay? We all have a different one. You are you. You're going to build. Now, as you grow, that's going to be part of your attraction factor. You're going to be able to, like how I can now. Gosh, when I look back at a video a year ago, and I did it in a messy closet, or I did it without lighting, or I did it without a background. Now, granted, you're seeing my whole sunroom right now if you're watching this on video. But, you know, you improve as you go, and that's part of your attraction factor as well, as you're not perfect. Now, maybe you're already perfect and you're going to speak to a different person. I'm speaking for me, who I speak to. Okay, so what did you guys take away from this? If you need an actual strategy, if you need the training on the PCAT method, if you need a Trello board, we've gifted this before. Okay, we've gifted a Trello board before that has the different kind of categories, how to start creating conversations, the different types of posts you can do to get your wheels turning. If you need that and you don't have it, let me know, okay? So if you maybe comment below, message me, one of those two things. One of them's a free board, one of them's a paid training. We have both of those. If you're inside of our Evergreen program, you have it all, okay, already. If you've made a purchase of maybe the posting strategies before, you might have it, but some of you may not. Okay, so thanks for listening today. I hope this is starting to get your wheels spinning about attraction marketing. Remember, it does take time. This is why I partner attraction marketing with things like purposeful, trackable activity, doing virtual parties. That's why I love them. I know I'm going to get X amount of people in front of my actual purposeful business presentation. I'm not going to wait for someone to happen to see a post or happen to interact. I partner attraction marketing with my weekly parties so that I'm balancing activity that's trackable with passive action as well. That's the ultimate business plan. If you're brand new and you're just starting off, I suggest you just do what's hard for a lot of people, and that's building your list, creating conversations, asking people to take a look at what you have, asking hostesses to invite their friends. That's harder for some people than just putting a post out on their social media wall, but which one gets the most results the quickest, okay? So go partner purposeful action with passive activity with the attraction marketing for the ultimate plan, but I suggest nail down your business plan first, okay? If you guys have any questions, you know where I'm at. You can message